got one. Why do Agilists, this is from an anonymous person in a leadership position. Why do Agilists spend so much time convincing others that Agile is a good idea? Doesn't it speak for itself? If it's so good, shouldn't it just be common sense, RJ?
Common sense is not common.
Yeah, it's a misnomer. And that was the very first thing. It's like, just because it has the word common in it.
Doesn't mean it's common.
Doesn't mean it's common. Yeah, so why do Agilists spend so much time convincing others that Agile is a good idea?
That's a good question because I ponder upon that all the time. Why is it that people don't see what I see?
Mm-hmm.
Right? What am I seeing? Am I the fool here? Right? I'm trying to tell everybody else to follow what I do, but yet am I the fool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you are.
No, man.
I think it goes back to the PMP question. We had some bad habits, and I don't want to call them, I shouldn't call them even bad habits. We had some habits about how work gets organized, and we fall back to that because that is kind of the natural flow of things. We get trained somewhere in our childhood, and maybe future generations aren't going to be this way.
I agree.
Going back, I think we all built things, and so we are very focused from the Industrial Revolution of it's got to have a plan, and we tackle that plan. It's so weird though. There were some generals from World War II who didn't think that way. There are lots of great leaders since then, between the 1900 and now, who did figure it out, but they were considered sort of advanced thinkers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but it's all from, you take something where we say, okay, where do we learn this from?
Right.
Right. We learn it from something that was successful and say, oh, it applies, so we're going to try it and use it.
Yeah.
And then we keep using it. There's no other methods of doing it. Now there's this new
Is
thing
it
that comes
school?
out.
Is it
It's school.
Is it education?
MBAs.
Higher education? Yeah. I mean,
MBAs.
they make fun of them all the time.
I'm an MBA, so right. It's the thinking that we get driven into us all the
Well,
time.
we use this in our presentation when
Yeah.
we go to the boot
Yeah.
camps. The Tom Wojcik's
Yeah.
description of the single right plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are all, and I don't even think it's school. I honestly think that it goes way back. I think that maybe even a cultural thing. Like, I can remember, it's like you have to know what you're gonna do up front. All of it up front.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, think about the first thing people say when they walk in the room. What's the plan?
What's the plan?
what's
Like-
the plan?
Things are going sideways. So for someone immediately asks, so what's the plan? I'm like, well,
What about this?
you can't answer them.
Don't come to me until you have a plan.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Those are all habits but there's nothing wrong with a plan. That's the thing. There's
Planning is good.
Right. There's
Planning
nothing
is
wrong with
good.
planning. Throw away the plan. Right.
I think for me, if I were to go really into this, I think that it is born. This is rooted in probably a human nature thing, and it's our fear of failure.
Yeah.
I think that we are all, and I don't know if it's a cultural thing or if it's like something that's built into our DNA. Well, because here's the thing. Now I'm gonna go real meta on you guys.
Yeah.
Failure, way back in the day, mate, you were gonna die.
Yeah. That's a good point.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So now we attach failure with, money, revenue,
Right.
and all these different things. And
Man.
and I've noticed when you attach money to things, people are so risk averse. Like, no, I need to know exactly what I'm going to make and how I'm going to have it.
Yeah.
So make sure that you got the foolproof plan that's going to give you that.
That's right.
Which, during, I think, industrial age, we were able to take a process, manufacturing, and we were able to come up with a process around it that really mitigated a lot of the risks that
Right.
made it a little bit more predictable.
Right.
And then and I sound like a broken record because this always comes up. Software is not that.
Yeah, and it's very different, right?
But
You don't understand that.
those are methods that we use for over 100 years. So that, like going back to your saying,
a habit.
that's the comfort zone.
Yeah.
We go back to it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm probably gonna get beat up over this in the video,
Uh-huh.
but I'm gonna go out here and say this because I do have a theory. I do see a lot of millennials and a lot of Gen Zers that are going into the software world that have a very different approach to
Yeah.
things. That when we talk to them, like agile to them is like, yeah, duh.
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
They do
yeah,
kinda,
sure.
It's common sense.
Why wouldn't you?
For them, it's like, yeah,
Why wouldn't you do it that way?
I'm gonna totally sit with this guy and we're gonna pair program and do this stuff. To them, it's like, why are you even telling me
It's
that?
kind of funny because then in maybe a decade, if they're going to have an attitude like, why do you have to have an agile conference?
That's right.
Exactly.
Freaking
This
common
is
sense.
how it works.
Yeah.
You
I
just
think that
do
all
the
these
work.
things will become norms, and
Wouldn't that be nice? That's the dream of the day.
That'll be dream of the day.
Right now, if we could just do a little cloud box, a little dissolve.
Dissolve it. I will make it happen.
That would be pretty awesome. Dissolve too. Oh.